to greet you all here. I am Brother John, and next to me my charming sidekick, Sister Chaise. And
are you quite sure?
I am always sure. And we are especially happy, grateful to welcome here tonight one special couple who is here on the first date. Let us applaud without staring at them. I am always touched when somebody chooses to bring the tender love to a Sister Chaise and Brother John concert. But tonight I'm especially touched because I met you, my dear, on Halloween, and more about that later on.
Well, I've just moved to Berlin. This poet who lived in our building, this black American poet called Darius, says, "Oh, you want to come to the Halloween party at the bookshop? You know, dress up."
So I'd been going to the bookshop, and I knew that there was something else going on. I couldn't really get my foot in it. And one afternoon in October, Alan says to me in his kind of convoluted way, "Well, you know, there is something on Friday if you're free. Halloween, not really Halloween, fancy dress, not really fancy dress." Anyway, I realized that I'm invited to this insider event at the bookshop. So I'm like, okay, I'm going. And finally, I'm with the in crowd.
So I got all suited and booted, you know, best Ben Sherman, square knitted tie, you know, Chelsea's on, smartened up, went down there. Of course, I've got a Halloween party. I think it should have been a bit more vampy, but, you know.
My sister was visiting me at the time, and so I said, we're invited to this Halloween party, and we really fit in, and everybody's kind of a bohemian, some in fancy dress, some not, nothing too heavy, a few vampires, a few witches, a few layabout middle-aged poets.
It's very boho, you know, full of Darius types, poets, and, well, some poets, a lot of drunken old men, actually, but...
And then all of a sudden, this guy walks in who totally doesn't belong in the place. Very handsome, but wearing this suit. And I'm like, oh, is it a costume? But he's like a banker or a broker or something. And Sharon is like, really? I'm like, yeah, go and have a look. And she goes and she disappears for a while. And she comes back and she says, Eleanor, like, you don't know shit about shit. Like, this guy is not a banker or a broker, you know? And I'm like, what is he, like, there for his cousin's bar mitzvah? And she's like, no, he's like the young Paul McCartney. It's a mod. He's like, you know. And she says he's a guitar player. So then I'm interested, because I was in between guitar players at the time.
You know, there's this woman sitting there on the Chaise Longue, you know, quite nice, but a bit Emily Bronte for me, you know. Went and sat down next to her and tried, you know, all right, look, you know, spark up a conversation sort of thing. Hi.
Hi.
I'm John.
I'm Eleanor. Hi. Nice to meet you here.
You've been here before?
I've been to a shop, but first I've been to event thing. Yeah. You?
No, I was invited by, you know, Darius?
No.
I was invited by him.
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a food.
Yeah. And you're a musician, right?
That's right, yeah, it's a show. You know, guitar and bass stuff. Like sort of 60s, garage, bit punky kind of thing.
Oh, right. Like Jefferson Airplane. Cool.
No, bit hippie for me, actually.
Oh, that's my favorite band.
Are you a musician as well?
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Oh, right. Yeah. What kind of stuff do you do?
I make experimental music.
That was about it, really, for that night. We did talk again later. In fact, eventually we got married, had children, but, you know.
I got no idea why I said I was into experimental music. It's not like I was listening to Gong or The X or anything like that at the time, but just something about it made me say that.
That evening was pretty unsuccessful.
I think we started talking a bit more in the weeks afterwards, but that evening, nah.
White on white, translucent black capes, back on the rack. Bella Lugosi's dead.
The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled, their velvet lies. The black box, Bela Lugosi's dead.
Undead, undead, undead.
The virginal rise. Fire past his tomb.
Strewn with time's dead flowers, bereft in deathly gloom.
Alone in a dark the count.
Bela Lugosi's dead.
Undead, undead, undead. White on white, translucent black hates. Back on the rack. Bela Lugosi's dead. The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled, their velvet lines. The black box. Bela Lugosi's dead. Undead, undead, undead. The virginal brides file past his tomb, strewn with time's dead flowers, bereft in deathly gloom. Alone in a darkened room, the Count. Bela Lugosi's dead. Undead, undead, undead. Undead, undead, undead. Bela Lugosi's dead.
Willkommen. Und hier ist die Chaise Longue. Ja, und jetzt zeige ich mal, wie die Chaise Longue ohne den Bezug aussieht. Also, er hat schon ein paar Altersspuren. Mit Pflege ist das nicht mehr zu machen. Sie brauchen neuen Bezug, würde ich sagen. Ich bin Markus Witte und ich bin in Nauen bei Berlin. Die Chaise Longue stand ursprünglich in der sehr klassischen Gebrauchtbuchhandlung Another Country in Berlin. Zeitlos, jeder Raum bis unter die Decke mit Bücherregalen voll, nur gebrauchte englische Bücher. Das war auch eine Art Bibliothek. Man konnte die Bücher ausborgen und wieder zurückbringen. Und es fanden dort Filmabende statt. Es war eher eine Art Club. Und dort stand die Chaise Longue an diesem zeitlosen, magischen Ort, der wirklich in Berlin einzigartig ist. Später stand die Chaise Longue bei Eleanor und John in Berlin. Viele Jahre hat eines dieser zwei Zimmer, die sie hatten, geprägt. Und es war auch dort ein zeitloser Ort, den es so nur einmal für mich gab. Und die Chaise Longue gehörte in dieser Zeit genau dorthin. Auch ein magischer Ort, eine Künstlerwohnung, völlig zeitlos. Waren es die 20er, waren es die 50er Jahre, die 90er oder die jetzige Zeit? Es spielte alles keine Rolle, es war zeitlos. Vor einem Jahr kam es, dass Eleanor und John entschieden haben, komplett nach Sheffield und ihre Berliner Wohnung aufzugeben. Haben sie sich entschieden und haben mich dann gefragt, ob ich Platz hätte für die Chaise Longue. Und ja, ich habe Platz, habe ich natürlich sofort gesagt. Und ich bin froh, dass ich den Platz habe. Und ich denke, die Chaise Longue wird sich hier wohlfühlen und einfach ein neues Leben haben. Ja, und auch wieder eine klassische Zeit, zeitlos hier haben einfach.